Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. Just about to get my coffee on right now. It's right here. And got my cookie. Um, all right. Just want to let everybody know we're going forward. Out of the out of the four top dogs at Ripple, when they formed Ripple up, they were offered payment in XRP or payment in salary as far as cash. Three of the top dogs took XRP. One of them did not. The one that did not, obviously, David, who's the co-designer of XRP, and he, see where I find the article. You'll see where I'm going with this in a second. 2 seconds. He didn't take it at the time because he said he needed the money, and he always felt that he can go back into the, here it goes. All right. He said he could always go into the exchanges and buy it. So this was back then. So he didn't take XRP, but the other ones did. Brad Garlinghouse and the rest, the ones that are there now. Now, okay. Okay. In September 2012, Jed, Arthur, and Chris Larson formed Ripple, the company that was called New Coin Inc. at the time. And the founders of XRP Ledger gifted 80 billion XRP to the company. The remaining 20 billion was retained by Jed, Arthur, and Chris. Interestingly, according to the Forbes article, Schwartz, which is David, decided to go for salary of and 2% of the shares in Ripples, which had a valuation of 15 billion in January 2022, rather than a lump sum of XRP payment. Ironically, Schwartz, Ripple's most zealous ambassador, opted for a salary and 2% stake in Ripple instead of XRP cryptocurrency he helped create. To this day, Schwartz is not listed as a co-founder of Ripple despite being employee number 2 and chief architect. With Ripple's valuation of 4.7 billion and XRP's market cap at 13 billion, Schwartz's net worth is estimated to be somewhere around 90 billion. Hold on a second. Well, Schwartz turned around and said, as a response to this, and you'll understand. But just to be clear, this is his actual words from the tweet. Just to be clear, it wasn't really a choice that I was confronted with. It was more about taking XRP or salary in the early days. And I needed the money then. Once XRP was on the exchanges, I could just buy it, so really no reason to get it from Ripple. He went on to say, you could imagine an alternative version of events where I accepted nothing but XRP as compensation from day one and wound up with something comparable. At the time, it seemed insane, but Arthur took that as a crazy risk. Nearly everyone who has been involved in crypto for 8 years and more probably wishes they have taken more risk, particularly in the early days. I'm certainly in that camp. But I am just inherently not a person who likes risk. It's a bit ironic. He goes on to say, I'll post this. This is a couple of years back. Anyway, I'll post this on the bottom. He goes on to talk about the fact that he just needed the cash, but the other ones took the coin. I mean, the reason why I'm telling you that's important that they took the coin is part of their compensation is that coin. So when people are like, yeah, they're gonna dump the coins, they're gonna dilute the market, whatever, you have to understand, in the early days, that's how they were getting paid out. You understand? So you wonder why the team at Ripple, the original team, why they want this coin to win? It's their money. Do you understand? Big difference. Big difference. They got their toes in that frozen lake just like us. So I just want to let you know that. I'll put the article on the bottom. It's interesting because when you're dealing with people from the tech community, it's a totally different thing than the people from the Wall Street community because they're working on a project. People on Wall Street, they're not connected to anything. Nothing at all. Things go by, companies go by, back and forth investment, they don't even care. But the thing is with the tech people, it's always a project, and they tend to get rich in the process of the project. Technically speaking, we are involved in that project. You know, it's funny how this thing all works out because, everybody that, took that risk, has those coins. Once these things go to where they're gonna go, do you know what these people are gonna be worth as far as like their net worth? It's gonna be bizarro. They're gonna be up there with the Zuckerbergs and the Bezos. Pretty interesting. But there was one piece here that I was looking for. There was one piece where he turned around. Let me see if I have it here. The jury is still out, but it's probably turned out to be a pretty big mistake. That's the one I wanted to put out there. When he talked about as far as like, taking the salary or the ripple from the beginning, he replied back, the jury is still out, but it probably turned out to be a pretty big mistake. A number that was thrown around was 500 million XRP. And of course, XRP is nearly perfectly liquid. Children, we're going to get paid. All right, let me have some coffee and a cookie and I'll be back. Giant love.